And I'd like to thank and recognize the National Council of Resistance of Iran for their commitment to elevating your voices, the voices of Iranians inside of Iran, and in constantly advocating for the freedom of the Iranian people. As we all know here in this room, there is a critical inflection point for every Iranian fighting for their fundamental rights. In the aftermath, we have seen the incredible bravery and courage from Iranians of all walks of life. Let us keep standing up to the regime's human rights violations and violence. Let us continue to protect those in Ashraf-free, and I am committed to doing that. Let's keep fighting the senseless repression of women and girls. Let's keep the world's eyes riveted on Tehran's ruthlessness.
Now is the time for victory for the people of Iran. And we know that there is an alternative, because Mrs. Rajavi and the NCRI have a 10-point plan, a 10-point plan that envisions freedom, democracy, a non-nuclear Iran, a peaceful Iran that respects human rights. That is the Iranian people, that is what they deserve, and that is the Iran that we can work with as the United States of America. That is the Iran where values are respected and people are respected.
So anyway, we live in historic times, and this is a historic moment in the times in which we live. Let's seize it. So I'll sit down with Gene, see what we can do to lend our voice to the people out on the streets and the villages and the towns of Iran, saying enough is enough. I think we've reached a point now in the 21st century where it's a time of choosing. So I choose the people of Iran over the Ayatollah. Thank you very much.
The world is watching, and we are standing in awe of what's happening in Iran, but it's not enough to be impressed by their bravery. We must also stand in lockstep with the people of Iran as they struggle to take back control of their lives and their freedoms.
As you know, I've been working for some time now with the government in Albania, and I went to Albania to see people once we finally got them in a place where they were more safe than they had been before. But that challenge continues. Freedom matters. Freedom is worth fighting for. Freedom is worth encouraging. And what we're seeing in every province of the country shows that people are willing to risk their lives and even give their lives for freedom. The least we can do is everything we can possibly do to encourage that, to support that, to be sure that our government, which is based on an ever-ending pursuit of freedom, is for that in other places.
That no organization has done more to light candles of hope and freedom through the darkest days of repression and mass murder in Iran than the National Council of Resistance in Iran, led by Mrs. Maryam Rajavi. And really, history must note that, but we can begin it by noting it and expressing our appreciation.
The people of Iran are fighting a cause even bigger than themselves and Iranians. They're fighting a human cause. They're fighting for the cause of freedom. They're fighting for the cause of democracy. And I stand with the people of Iran. And what is really great, the people of Iran are fighting a cause even bigger than themselves and Iranians. They're fighting a human cause. They're fighting for the cause of freedom. They're fighting for the cause of democracy. And I stand with the people of Iran. And what is really great, as you can see, a man, I have to admit that in this country's history, as well as in Iran, the women are leading the way. I mean, I see this extraordinary courage by women and girls who are pricking the consciousness of our world, who are calling to the moral imagination of their own people, who are fighting not just for basic rights and freedom, but also what should be, to me, fundamental for all humanity, this idea of human dignity and respect.
I think you know that most of us are firmly in your corner, and we're going to do anything that we can to push things forward. I can't match what Kelly said, and Senator Lieberman, the great work that he does, and then Roy Blunt, I see him here that also is a tremendous champion. So thank you for allowing me to be part of this, and my commitment is to help any way we can, but certainly regarding nuclear weapons, human rights, all of those kind of things, again, we are firmly in your corner. But I can't tell you, how important it is that you're here, talking to people like us, talking to the people that represent you throughout the country, making a difference. There's simply no substitute that.